What up, though, y'all? This is Dwayne. Welcome to Wayne's World. Let me pierce you. See, I was gonna record this podcast another time, but man, fuck it. I'm pissed the fuck off now for real because I don't trust a goddamn thing or a goddamn person any fucking more. Okay, now, and I read books and different things, so I learned a few things that maybe not some people are gonna accept, some people, not all people are gonna accept. But I understand that you can't force everybody to believe what you believe. So, we got that out the window, man. Now, the thoughts and the views on this podcast, some of you may believe, some of you may not believe. But I'm going to just tell you what it is, and it kind of sucks because you can't escape the shit, you know. Like, and I'm trying to take my own advice and shit, and you can't escape it nowhere, like, at all. Like, I don't trust a motherfucking thing now, man. I'm over here, the goal of my podcast is, overall message is, tell people to get off the internet. You understand me? And then, I want to be left alone. I want to be left alone. I can't control shit on my screens and different things on my phone. And, I don't trust the screen no more because it's whatever is in charge of all this bullshit that is going on with people, it's still fucking with my phone. Now, I already said I'm gonna play the game. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm stay on cold and everything. Like, I understand these things. I'm trying to stay on cold, man. I'm trying to tell you that I'm gonna shut up and like I'm gonna play the game. Leave me alone. But for some reason, it's still fucking with me, and I just want to be left alone. And like, yo, I know who I talk to on a daily basis and who I'm friends with and everything. I can't even be on my phone, like, cause I don't trust the screens no more. But I know, like, different things. I can't even be on different apps or anything no more because I don't trust these fucking apps anymore. I don't trust phone calls anymore. Like, I really don't trust a goddamn thing right now. And I'm pissed the fuck off because I can't trust shit now because you trying to make me feel like I'm crazy or some shit. Like, but I know who the fuck I am, so I ain't tripping about none of that. Like, everybody know who I am. And I'm sorry for cussing at the beginning of this, but I'm just really hot right now because it's like, damn, I was really like trying to chill and be left alone, but it is what it is, man. Like, I can't say too much right now on this first episode, but yo, the overall theme and goal of this podcast and just me, period, is to tell people to get off the internet because the internet is an evil place, man. Like, yo, dog, I can watch a cop literally knee on the man's, put his knee on the man's neck for about 9 minutes and watch this man plead for his mom's life, plead for his dead mom as he's dying. Like, you ain't, man, this is just weird because when I was 19 years old, okay, my Uncle Jimmy, he was passing away from cancer and everything. A lot of people don't know this, but I know this, and I never told anybody this until just recently or whatever. I was right there beside my uncle as he basically crying to my grandma, and I'm hearing him. I'm right by his side. He's saying, "I'm scared, Mom, I'm scared." In tears, he's crying. This is why now I truly understand that song by Scarface. I never seen a man cry until I seen a man die, because the last words that my grandma said to him is, "It's okay, baby." And about 5 minutes later, I don't see him taking his last breaths, but I did see my uncle, like, started his life changed as my grandma say that. So I've already accepted that. Damn, Uncle Jimmy's about to die right now, and I don't know why I accepted that, but I just had that feeling like, damn, he's about to go. And sure enough, man, 5 minutes later, I can't remember all of my family members that was there, but I do know my Aunt Gwen was there, man. And yeah, shortly after he passed away. Like, I'm trying not to get too emotional on this thing or whatever, but you're gonna hear different stories and different thoughts on this podcast. And I swear, some of them you may not agree with, some of them you may agree with, but yo, all I speak is truth. I read every day, and like, if I say something, you can pretty much bet your bottom dollar that it actually happened, because why? I did my research and I looked into different things. And yes, you can go look for yourself. I may not provide for you the place where I got it, but I'm just going to put this out there so you can go look it up for yourself. They say The internet is a beautiful thing, but it can also be a very, very evil thing. And man, I'm really like, I know the evils of it, and that's why I don't be on it like that. Like I post what I post and I get off of. Like I never, for the longest, I said this to different family members of mine. The man, I just post what I post on social media, and I log the fuck off. Like just because I know I grew up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember dial-up internet, man. So I remember different things. Like okay, prime example, I remember when instant messaging was the thing, and Yahoo Messenger was big, and AIM and all that. I was mainly on Yahoo Messenger back in the day, by the name of the Spider-Man 21, THASPYDAMAN 21. Okay, I still remember. Like I'm gonna just tell you how crazy, like how good my memory is. Okay, when everybody was off MySpace, I was still able to log in on MySpace and everything because I remember my passwords and everything. I went to go look on MySpace a couple times ago, and MySpace is no longer there. But see, eventually it came to a point in my life where I clicked and I just said I'm gonna stop using a fake name on the internet, because I used to use fake names on the internet and everything, and like use other people's use other pictures and everything, because I didn't want people to know who I was. And then eventually, I like I said, I clicked, and I was like, you know what? Hold on, this is supposed to last forever. Why am I using a fake name if I'm really who? Like I want to be known. Let me use my real name. And this is because, as a child, when I was on the internet, my mom and my parents and everything, they used to say, you don't know who you're talking to on the internet. Like stay off you like that. Like get out of these chat sites and everything. True indeed. This is because I was like 13, 11, 12 with some of my cousins and stuff in different chat rooms. And we was on there pretending to be either a girl, like we'll go to the lesbians rooms, for example, and we'll pretend that we was lesbians, and we'll use another chick's picture or whatever to pretend that we was lesbians and everything, just so we can get naked pictures and like get them on webcam and do different things. And we'll be lying saying we hooking up our webcam and everything, knowing damn well we ain't hooking up our webcam and everything. Why? Like, so if I'm intelligent enough to know this at like 13, 14, you should know where I'm 32, 33. I can tell the difference between a fake account and a real account because I did the shit myself back in the day. So I know this don't even feel right. You know what I mean? Like you don't even seem right. This is why now I don't like being on social media and all that different type of things. Well, let me go back, because see, they got me where I'm programmed to call it social media and everything now. When I was growing up, I was born in 1989. When I was growing up, the internet really came out in 95. I was 5 years old, okay? Let me just get that out the way. I was 5 years old when the internet first became a thing. I remember dial-up and everything. And, damn, I'm over here talking to myself, so it's kind of like hard for me to really grasp the things that I want to say, but I know everything that I want to say, but I'm not trying to say too much, like whatever, because I want this podcast to be as big as I know it's going to be, as long as you're hearing my voice or whatever. So I'm not going to say too much on this first episode, but just know the overall theme and goal of this podcast is to tell people to get off the internet. Now, it may not be for people that's alive right now and everything, because some of us know how to get off our phones and put this shit down and like not get caught up in the quote unquote matrix. But it's kind of fucked up because we are kind of already trapped inside the quote unquote matrix, because I can give you some testimonies about with me and everything, but I'm gonna not say too much about that. But if you've seen my live, I didn't post a live, I couldn't post it and everything, and you seen this live, then you heard me saying, look man, I know I'm talking to one of my friends in the UK and everything. I was just talking to her, my audio just dropped, and I can't talk to my friend. I can't hear my friend. I know that I was talking to her and everything, but my screen was trying to tell me to go live on and everything. I don't want to go live. I know what I'm doing. Like, what are you doing? I'm talking to my friend. Okay, it's just gonna be a lot of, and I'm kind of like tripping right now because I ain't had nothing to smoke in a little bit. So, and I don't take medicine or nothing, but they will try to label you crazy, and like they diagnosed me as bipolar and everything a while ago. But then I had another doctor. I had something fall up, and then the doctor was like, oh yeah, you're not bipolar. So he undiagnosed me as bipolar. My dad and I, he don't know the different things that I read. My mom, my parents, my family, some of them don't know I'm a reader. I'm really an avid reader in different things. So I really study things, and before I really speak it out there, I'm going to make sure I know what I'm talking about a little bit. Now, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to say something unless I'm actually doing it. I'm not going to tell you my personal business and everything. So on this podcast, I promise you, you're going to hear some testimonies and different things from me, especially when I start finding my voice a little bit more with interviewing people and everything. You're going to hear different things that, shit, I didn't want to tell my family, but shit, I feel a little more comfortable on here letting myself out. So this is going to kind of be a little bit therapeutic for me as well. You dig? I'm not going to say any names of people that I know personally because I don't want to affect my relationships with those people or whatever, but man, there's something in my spirit just telling me just go ahead and put this out. So I hope you enjoy what you're going to hear from this podcast, because the overall message, like I said, is to get off the internet. And look at here, this ain't really for a certain age group, okay? This is mainly a message that I'm leaving behind for my nephews, my kids. I don't have kids yet, but this is mainly for my kids, to let them know, hey, Daddy know what you're looking at and everything, but you might want to get up off here because there's some things you're gonna see that you don't understand yet. You didn't want to see. You can see a man really get his head blown off, and you may not want to see that. That's energy. That's the world is made out of energy, man. That's all I'm gonna say. The world is made out of energy, and we know the energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's just retransmitted into different things. So, where do we go when we die? Who knows? You're gonna hear topics of religion, spirituality, but then I'm also gonna be talking about controversial things like the word nigger, because I was called a nigger before, but I also know that nigger derives of the word negus, and negus is an Ethiopian term that means king, and the word actually, any translation of the word nigger, negus, throughout history, it means king until you get to American history. So that's why now if a white person or somebody call me a nigger, I don't get offended anymore. I used to beat people's asses for that, like for real, and everybody knew I could actually throw hands, but I don't like fighting because I don't like who I become when I get angry. I become a completely different person. Like, it's like something possesses me to like not stop and no, I'm not going to stop hitting you until I know that you're hurt for sure. So this is why I try to control my anger and different things, because I know for a fact if it came down to it, if I was mad enough, I would kill somebody. And see, this is why I try to protect my energy as well, because I don't want to go to jail or be locked up for the rest of my life because I made a wrong decision just in a brief, just out of brief emotion, you know. So I'm gonna get up off here real quick, but I just want you to know this podcast ain't to force, like, for you to believe what I believe in or nothing. My grandparents, my grandfathers, because I don't have them anymore. I can't say grandparents. My grandfathers, both had something to do with the church and Christianity and everything. My granddad on my father's side, he was a deacon of the church, and that was something him and his wife, my grandma Blondie, they used to always want me and my brother to go ahead and get saved, because I guess they figure they want to see us in heaven again, whatever heaven is. They want to be able to see us again. I know what they know now. I know what they mean now and everything. And see, my granddad on my mom's side, he was a pastor, you know, but he was also involved in, which I'm just recently finding out, that he was involved in the Freemason. He was involved with the Freemasons in some type of way. So it's kind of interesting, like how life and the universe actually works, because yeah, you are your family, and those that don't know their family, I forget the exact quote about history, but like, you're doomed to repeat it if you don't know it. But I do know that history repeats itself, and for those who don't know it, they're doomed to repeat it, or something like that. I know a lot of quotes, but then there's a lot of quotes that I forget. So you're gonna hear me quote a lot of things, and you might hear different wise words that I say. Like I used to tell my mom when I was 19 years old that I didn't have dreams, I had goals. Because I've always viewed a dream as something that people do while they're sleeping, and I'm like I'm not asleep, you know. So with that being said, stay woke and like be aware of your surroundings around here, because it's a lot of dark people and dark energy out here. You know, people do everything for money and think money is like the key, and money's they say that money is the root of all evil, but nowadays it's attention. Because people will do whatever to get known, to get seen. Me yet again, I never gave a fuck about being popular. Somehow, I was always a pretty popular person in school. Now, see, my mom's side, they are known in this town that I grew up in. I grew up like right outside of Detroit, but I just claimed Detroit because my dad's side is from Detroit. So I also grew up with the street shit in me too. You know, I'm not a thug or a hooligan or anything, but I grew up around thugs, and I was outside. Like I know about people who sell drugs and different things. I know my way around all this type of stuff. This is why when I moved to different states and everything, I can blend in any environment. I can go to the bad parts of the neighborhood and blend in a little bit more, because I'm not moving around like a terrorist, or I'm not from there. But they could probably tell that I'm not from there by the way I dress or the way I talk. But I don't talk to just anybody. I usually just watch people before I open up myself to get to know them a little bit, because they say if you want to see how somebody will treat you, watch how they treat somebody who can do nothing for them. So I sit back and I watch people, and I observe their actions and the way they interact with people. If you look like you're a pretty cool person, then I'm gonna open myself up a little bit and say what's up to you and everything. Until then, I'm not saying nothing to you. I have coworkers that can vouch for this and everything too, because I used to then I would be at work, I'm not saying much and anything, and then as I get comfortable, I start opening up a little bit more. Everybody that know me, that grew up with me, know, hey, I'm a clown, like I'm a really funny person. So I'm telling you right now, you're gonna hear some jokes and everything on this podcast that may offend some, and if it offends you, I am truly sorry. I do not mean to offend you. How do I know about like different things? Is because as a black man, I used to be offended by different things myself, but now when I'm offended by things, I can tend to ignore it. But I know that all this is real, and shit, I just hope y'all ride with me, man. This is gonna get better, I promise. I'm gonna have guests on here and everything to come talk to me, and we're gonna be interviewing about different things, and it's gonna get real. So get ready for what's about to happen. This is Wayne's World. Let me pierce you. I might end up changing that name later on, but for right now, it's called Wayne's World. Let me pierce you, and that's kind of a play on my name. You know, I wish you the best. Stay positive. Stay woke out here. Pay attention to what's around you, and like I said, get off the internet, because the internet is an evil place. So if you're a positive person, you better be wary of what you're putting in your psyche, because this internet is an evil place. Like, there's so much dark energy and dark shit coming through. This internet is crazy. And I hope you enjoy. Welcome to Wayne's World.